Hello, good afternoon. So today I will show to you our firmware, which is designed for our home automation. Our server platform is running in a home assistant, which is this one, and it is a open source platform run by HasOS, and that's all the platform you need for your home automation. And you can have like as many as you want over here. Almost any kind of integration you want for your home automation is pretty much available on home assistant. So this is my camera, that's my remote control, which is okay. This is off. Oh, I just okay. That's not, I just restored my Raspberry Pi. That's why there are still some other stuff which is not running. Okay. But today I will show to you flashing our firmware to smart Wi-Fi switch, light switch, which is on off, and other ESP power device, and flash with our own firmware. We call it XTRHA firmware. So our firmware has a capability of communicating via MQTT. It has its own web server, and it has a web socket, and it's also doing the on broadcasting for discovery for all the device which is flashed by firmware, which is being shown on top over here, which we call it the configurator. So at the moment in my house I have like 46 devices running. It is a combination between the outlet and lights, and they are all 100% fully functional. So like for example, one of this device, this is the name of the host, which is this is the is in one, and the name of the outlets have, so I know which device it is located. This is the IP, and this is the version of the firmware, and this is the SSID where it is currently connected now. So I have bunch of SSID in my house, and all of them will be after here, wherever they are, they will be connected. Okay, so today I will demonstrate how to flash a new firmware using the Node MCU. So probably let me get my camera. Okay, I just want to, okay, that's my Node MCU. Okay, I just put it on top of my other smart switch. It can be seen. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, so this is a Node MCU with a ESP8266 in it. So this usually I use when I'm doing some prototyping. I use this microcontroller to download my program. So first of all, we have two versions of this firmware. We have the production firmware and the factory version. So first we're gonna load the factory version of the firmware. So okay, first I'm gonna load my file. Okay, so let me upload a program with the factory version, and then we just enable the global debugs, so we can see what are the things going on over there. Okay, you can see in the right portion of the video I am putting the serial debug of my program, so that I can see what are the activities going on inside. Yeah, okay. It's currently compiling now, 53%. CRC okay, system booting up, access point started with the IP 192.168.4.1. So that's how you're gonna start at the beginning. So first you're gonna connect with the access point. So in that case, I'll be looking into that in my network, which okay, should be this device. And since I already connected this one many times, so he already remember my password. I don't need to key in the password anymore. And the first thing you're gonna do is you just key in this guy. Sorry. Okay, so this is the first things that come out on your web page. He will ask you the firmware and the file system. So the factory setting is just on the air application, so that you can flash the real production software. So okay, right now I'll need to flash it with the, okay, I can load with the old firmware. So I have now the new firmware which I put on my Google Drive, and I should have the binary for my okay. So this is first I need to load the file system first. Okay. So after that, I have loaded the file system, which is included all the HTML and other file related for the credentials, and for the device, and other files needed for this application to have this functionality fulfilled. So okay, I have loaded already the file system, so now I need to load the firmware. So this is my firmware. I'm gonna load in this one, then I'm gonna load it, because since I already key in my default SSID in the program, so I don't need to manually put the SSID right now, because it's already I just put it in the program. Otherwise I'll have to do it many times, which is troublesome for me every time I do flash from the scratch. So if you're gonna look at on my screen over here, so the MAC address start with 3C, so it should be coming out here as like 3C. Start with 3C. So it may be taking a while. I'll just put my new browser over here. Okay, it should be fine. Should have all the screen. Okay, still haven't come out. So let's see how the thing progress. Still here. Should be pretty much. so it's coming now. Okay, I have a file inside which is this guy, so it should be 215. So that's the guy, 215. Okay, okay, this is the one now. So the very first thing that come out in your screen, it will be like this, and you're gonna put your credential, and the very first step that you're gonna do is you're gonna put the Wi-Fi. So I'm not gonna show you my Wi-Fi password, so I'll be hiding this one. And I'm gonna save this one, and then okay. So I have my step 1, I have my Wi-Fi, then I'm gonna put my Mqtt credential. So these are the credential I need for my home assistant. So this is my home assistant IP where my mosquito broker is located, and this is my username, and I'm gonna hide again for my password. I don't want you to look out for that. So over there, and then I'm gonna save it. Okay, so I will go for my step 3, which is to add a device. So I'm gonna call this device as demo Harvey 1, demo Harvey 2, demo Harvey 3. So this is designed for 3-gang light switch, so I have maximum 3 appliances that can be added over here. So let's say my first one is a light switch, my second one is other than light switch. It can be outlet, or it can be anything appliances other than light switch. Okay, and the third one, I'll put it again as a light switch. Okay, so I'll save that one. Okay, okay, you're not done yet. So actually in production status, all of these things will be already activated, but because this is coming from the factory, we need to activate that one. So if you put some key over here, it says invalid access code. That means your code is not validated by the right credential. So you're gonna use the proper one, which I created that access generator from C#. So these are built from C#. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'll just post over here my secret key and then generate my access key, and here we go. So this is my MAC address, flash ID, and some random key which coincide with my MAC address for this node MCU. Okay, so you see it on my other screen, which is my node MCUs just sitting over there. Okay, and then we're gonna put that one over here and delete this one, and here we go. So our device is fully activated, and it should be able to activate as a light switch. That means all of the push button should be functional now in the hardware point of view. Okay, so after that, you're gonna need to restart so that the new activation will take effect. So we just reboot the MCU, and you can see from there. Now let's see how the things show on our serial monitor. It should give us more traffic over here, I suppose. Okay, so since we are loading it with the production where it is having the offline serial monitor. So I'm gonna load it with the enable global debugs so that we can see how the program behave on uh, step by step. So I'm gonna load the production version. I'm gonna load it through the serial, not on the OT updater. So again, I'm compiling for the production version. I just want to compile it so that we can see the serial monitor, because the one that I have put in the clouds is the version which is no more serial monitoring. That's for the efficiency of your program. You need to remove all this debug on the production. Okay. So my node MCU is just over there. He's blinking right now and he's receiving a data for flashing from my serial. And on my other laptop, I will show to you the Home Assistant which I am talking about. Okay, so now we have a lot of traffic, and you can see how the thing is authenticated. He checked the MAC address, he checked the random key and everything, and he just validated that my access code is valid. He is setting the interrupts for my serial number 1 hardware. He's setting the timer. Alexa is not enabled because it's 0. Google is not enabled. Now he's initializing everything, and he's sending the MQTT topic to my Home Assistant. So okay, so next is we're gonna look for this device on our Home Assistant. Okay, the name is Demo Harvey. So it should be coming out over here on my demo one. So let me just duplicate this one. Demo RB. I should be able to find that one over here now. This is Demo RB. Demo RB 2 and Demo RB 3. Okay. Okay. I can see the status of my so let me run my BNC so that I can access from my laptop from here. I don't need to go back and forth. I'm gonna put this one the other corner. That okay. That's it. Okay, so where are we? So okay, the program is done loading, and you can see the memory from time to time is the current memory is just 33,648, and the one that you need to look at is how the memory progress from time to time. It should not be having a memory leak. Memory leak is you will notice it when your memory is decreasing on time. So right now my memory is pretty much stable, so that means I have done a pretty good job on my pointers and memory allocation for arrays and other stuff. So this application, there's a bunch of string manipulation here, so you need to be very careful with your string function. You need to make sure that you create the malloc and you destroy them right on time, else you will be having a lot of memory leak, which eventually make your system unstable. Okay, so the other thing that I need to show to you is the um, no, okay, that's it. Why like that? Never mind. Okay. I need to show to you the my MQTT client so that I can see what are the topic being sent by the microcontroller. So okay, so we have loaded now the production version, and this is how it's supposed to be. Okay, I don't want to show you step 1 and step 2 so that you cannot see my credential, and you can see my firmware, which is version 2.6.4, and it's the same over here. Okay, so my management should be activated, you see, and you can see all the HTML that is sent by the microcontroller back to my web page or the web browser. Okay, so let's try and see if okay, this is my MQTT client explorer, and you're gonna look at that specific one, which is the one we are just added, or demo Harvey. So you see the first one is configured as a light, and I have another one which is the second one configured as a switch, and the other one is a light. And if you look at that on the home assistant, this is the one which I have over here. So the first one is a light, the second one is a switch, and the light. Okay, uh, so this platform is very powerful for your home automation. If you want to do a big project for home automation and for your house, I will suggest you to use the home assistant. So okay, let's try activating the demo one. Okay, you can see from our serial monitor, it is setting all those parameters. He's sending the command with that specific topic, and you can see all the responses from MQTT all the way to the hardware and back to the MQTT for each status, and you get that value over there. The second one the same, and you can see from my MQTT Explorer it's sent to my broker, and it just come back over here. Okay, so that means my home assistant is working fine. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna show to you is doing it live on my real installation in my house. So that is just how you're gonna flash, and I'm showing it on using the Node MCU. Basically, if we're gonna flash the light switch, it should be like this. This example of the sun off. You're gonna flash this one with using the serial COM, and the outcome will be similar to that. Okay. Okay, so that's my staircase. I don't know if it is clear from you guys, but I can make it a little bigger. Okay, so that's from my staircase. If we're gonna look at that one on my home automation, that should be in the seconds, and that should be my this light over here. That is 2F's T2 light one. So if I'm gonna look at that over here as well, it's T2 light one, which is standard 0.126. So okay, this is the device, and that's the device, which is the light switch, which is this guy over here, and that's pretty much the same firmware which is loaded over there. Okay, so let's try to on. See the light over there, off, on, off. And for my master bedroom, I have 3 lights. Okay, for my living room, so we can try the living room, which is this guy. This is my RGB on top. I can off it. I can on my RGB on top. This is my living room light, you see, and this is my one light in front. I can off it again, on it again, off that one, off that one, and off that one. Okay. Okay, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna flash the version 2 of our hardware, which is the board itself. This 11 output relay with the power monitoring, and it can communicate to other board using I2C. I just show you the quick setup for this, so I will not go for production and factory version. I will go straight to production because it's pretty much the same process. Okay, so what I need to do from here, I just need to change the version of the hardware that I'm going to flash. So I need to go to my constant, and I should be flashing the board right now. Okay, and then because this is higher memory with the 8265, usually select this guy 1 MB and 1019. So 1 MB for my OTA and 1 MB for my file system, which is pretty much huge for my small application. Okay, so same, I'm gonna download again. Okay, what I have done now is I'm just downloading it from my Node MCU, and I'm gonna save it to the clouds, and then flash from that hardware over there. Or never mind, I'm gonna flash it over there where it is connected. So I'm gonna open my program on the other side. So Okay, same as a while ago, we make sure that we are in the right memory allocation. So I'm gonna select this guy over here, and it should be in COM3. Okay, but I need to put my board in the flash mode, so you're gonna press reset while holding the flash. Okay, should be in flash mode right now. I'm gonna load my file system first. Okay, so same, I'm gonna monitor the serial so that I can see the IP. Then I'm gonna put in the flash mode again. This is for the application. So for all my services, I have a individual class for it. So I have my hardware, which taking care of all of the hardware stuff. So I have 3 hardware right now, and this is the base class that is holding for my hardware. This is my JSON builder. So this is where I create my JSON for communication between my microcontroller and my web browser. I have the casting here to make it auto discoverable by my scanner. So I'm doing that one. And this is my MQTT manager. So this is the one that is taking care of all the MQTT communication between my microcontroller to the server. System status, just checking if what is the state, if it is connected to the Wi-Fi or you are communicating with the broker, etc. This is my WebSocket, which is the main core for configuration. And I have a few more stuff over here. This is the updater where you can update your application from, and a lot of stuff. Okay, I think downloading is done, so I need to check what is the IP. Okay, I need to reboot, so reset one more time. Access code is invalid. I just need to get the IP. I can okay. So if you're not able to connect on my own application, so same method, so we're gonna connect into that, and this is the one. Password is just the MAC address. same a while ago. I'm gonna put a credential, so I'm not gonna show that to you. I'm gonna hide that. Okay, same with my home assistant. It should be green, and I will not gonna show to you the password again. Okay, so let me just load the board version and flash it from on the air. Okay, so I rebooted it, and this is the guy. That's the MAC address. If you look at over here, it's gone, so I can go back now to my main PC and set up everything from here with IP is 10.0.0.23. Okay, so I'm gonna test or demo board 1, board 2, board 3. So this good for 11 output, 5, 6, 7, 11. So half of it will be light switch, and then half of them will be not light switch. Okay, save it, verify the file is saved. Now we need to activate, and using that keygen again, check the MAC address. MAC address is right, so that should be a valid access key, and it's activated. Okay, so what you need to do is you just restart this guy, and you need to look at that on our Mqtt Explorer demo board 1. It should come out over there. see the light of the board is start blinking now. Okay, with that kind of light I know that it didn't manage to connect to the MQTT, so I need to check the credential for the MQTT. And same, I'm gonna hide it, I don't want you to see that MQTT. Yeah, I made a mistake, password is wrong. Save it. So these are the things that I have included a while ago. I think it was not shown because it's blocked by the. So these are the file. Half of them is light switch and the other is others, which it will come out as a switch status on the Home Assistant, which is confusing. But yeah, light switch means light and others means light. I mean switch. Even myself, I'm getting confused. Okay, let's restart again, and hopefully the light on the board will become solid. So it's restarting. Okay, you can see the light is solid. That means it's already communicating to the MQTT. And now I can see some topic which is related to demo board, and these are the topic. Okay, I have like demo board 1 and I have demo board. Okay, I remove the number so that I can see everything. So I have like 10 light and 12. Okay, yeah, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then light 1 2 3 5 5 6, so that's 11, total of 11. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add that one to our Home Assistant. Let's go back to our Home Assistant, and then so this is your final thing. You make sure that everything you configured will be configured also in your Home Assistant. This is where you're gonna do your real home automation. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna duplicate that one so I don't need to recode. This is for my board, and this will be my board, like boring. That's 2 3 4 5 6, board 7. Yeah, see the sign now for 7 is a switch, but it is others, and the light switch is a bulb. Save. Alright, so I have now my board. I'm ready to test. So okay, I'm connecting my output in normally close, and because the lead indication is connected to the collector of the transistor, so activation on the GPIO means you have 0 volt or you are shorted to the ground. That means you will have a light indication. You have a current from your collector going to the emitter of the transistor that is driving your relay coil. So if you want to turn off or turn on the LED, you need to off the command from here, which is to do the inverted logic. Okay, so let's do the board one. Okay, looks like I make a mistake. I have done it on my real board, which is installed on my house. This one should be demo, not board. So this should be demo board 1. Sorry for that. This should be demo board 2, demo board 3. Okay, it should be switched now. Oops, that's wrong. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, there's a missing one for number 6. Demo board number 6. It's this guy. Right. Okay. First one. See the light? Demo board 2. Okay. Okay. So off. Yeah, he's not able to comply with the power because I'm using the 5 volts from the laptop. I need to reset. Okay, let's do it again. After the reset, everything is back to wherever it is, and let's try again. Okay, that's the first one. I need to do it one at a time, otherwise my MCP cannot handle the current that is driving the coil of the relay, and it will go crazy, so I need to do it one by one. Okay, that's the second one, that's the third one, that's the fourth one, that's the fifth one, sixth one. Okay. Okay, that's my real board. I transfer it to my, and that's control my incoming power for all the light on first floor and second floor. So which is this one. Basically I can turn off all the light on the first floor by shutting off that one. You see, all light. Can turn it back. It will be taking a while for my light to bring back. Same the light also on the other floor. Okay, now I have no light. I need to turn it back. So this is my home automation again, and this is where your version that you can update, and this is the broker that I'm talking about, which is handling the MQTT, and this is free. You have nothing to buy for this one. This is open source MQTT broker, and it's free. You just need a Linux server or any type of Linux you want, and you can just load this add-on without any payment, as long as you know how you're gonna do it in Linux. Okay, so I can add a lot of stuff over here. On the configuration, it can integrate a lot of stuff over here. So if you can see, I have a lot of stuff, even my router, my Philips Hue, and a lot of more. My universal remote, which is the broad link, is also configured. And on top of that, I can access everywhere using this, and I can access everywhere. And there are more add-ons that you can add over here. So this is the best home assistant, home automation server if you want to do it. And other one is Node-RED. So let's do fancy logic with Node-RED. First, we're gonna install Node-RED. Okay, so I have the Node-RED running now after installing it, and this is the web application. Okay, so this is loaded right now. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a simple automation, like let's say I'll be using my light in the room. Okay, so here's the thing. I want to automate, like if I want to turn on my light on my server room, I should be turning on my light, all my light on my living room, on my second floor. So uh, what I want to do is okay, let me just do it here so it's bigger. Okay, this is my light on my living room. I have 3 lights over here, and this is my server room. So I want to create an automation where if I on this one, this 3 should follow whatever the status of my server room light. So how can I achieve that? There's a lot of way to do that. You can even program your MCU to do that, but that's too much resources if you just do that kind of functionality. So the easiest way for you to do that is using Node-RED. Very powerful tool. You can do whatever stuff you want. So first, because I'm using MQTT, I'll be dealing with MQTT, and there's a lot of stuff over here that you can try. But for this example, I'll be using MQTT. So I have MQTT in so because I want my light switch, let me configure my broker first. Again, I'm not gonna show to you my credential, so I'm gonna hide it. Okay, the first topic that I'm gonna do is this guy, server light. So what is the entire topic for server light? So need to create the entire topic for that, just for the state. So the state will be this one, and okay, this is okay. So what I'm gonna do, I just duplicate it, and I'm gonna create a bar out variable, empty one, and each of them, like, start with 0 equal to so my JSON will be payload, and I'm gonna send as message the topic. So my first one, the second one, third one, okay, only have 3, right? 1, 2, just duplicate everything, then I'm gonna return that message. One, and then 2. So that means whatever my message is coming from here, I just duplicate everything and just resend it as 3 outputs. So okay, and then from there I'm gonna create another one, which is my mqtt out, this guy, and I'll just copy this one and I'll put this one, and there should be command. So if you look at there, I want to turn on this light. So this is the command. That's the command. Okay. Actually set. So this is just your set, and connect, copy, copy. This will be my light to light to light to light to. All right. So before I connect them all, I'm gonna off the light first so that we will be synchronized. So off this one, off this one, off. And let's connect. And then, so I'm ready to deploy. I have no error, disconnected. So I have some problem with my, they are not connected. communicating. So okay, it's online now after changing the credential. um, okay, before we're gonna test that, we're gonna put the debugger that we can see what is the message. We need to look at. So this is how you're gonna debug what are the messages thrown from one node to another, and from the source as well. You can connect there. Okay, it's messy. Okay, okay. Actually, I need to send the payload, not the message. Yeah, that not the topic. I'm just passing the payload from MQTT in to the MQTT out. Right, clear this one, read. Okay, so once I turn on this one, you should turn on light 1, light 2, and this should be light 3. Okay, you have a mistake here. This should be light 3. It should be light 3. Okay, ready to go. Let's deploy and let's fire. See, we have now simple automation. Turn off, turn on, turn off, and with this Node-RED application, you can do whatever you want. Okay, that's all. Bye bye.